and welcome to Corporate Intuition. I am your intuitive consultant for the moment, and my name is Carrie. And I just wanted to go over a few things before I get started. To begin with, this is going to be a intuitive read for the first part, and then a tarot card uh, read for the next part. Of course, whenever we do tarot cards, we do intuitive work, but I actually do things where I'll just do an intuitive read straight up with no cards. And then I also can do uh, tarot cards and do the intuitive work through that. So I have different videos um, on uh, my YouTube channel, which they can have just straight intuitive reads, or they can have the tarot card and they're separate. This is the first time I decided to combine them. Combine them. I can't talk. Sometimes I will do the tarot cards and I pick up things while I'm shuffling, but I do like to keep things kind of separate for the most part. I feel like I am able to pick up more details when I focus in on it separately. It just depends on my mood or feel at the time. Now, as far as the intuitive part goes, to begin with, for all the readings that I do, they are for entertainment purposes only, and I may or may not resonate with you whenever I'm doing a intuitive read or a tarot card reading. And there's always other people out there where maybe that reading will work for you, and I just want to put that out there. And I may or may not give advice or whatever, because whenever I'm doing the intuitive reads, it's just whatever comes out of my mouth, because I don't know what I'm going to say. I don't know what I'm going to pick up when I'm doing this type of work. And because of that, I do want to give a disclaimer saying that you should be 18 years or older, because I really don't know what's going to come out, and I don't want to say anything that's inappropriate for your age group. Now, for me to get started here, the sign, which is going to be a collective for the intuitive read, if I happen to pull out a certain sign, I will mention it. But for the sign that I'm going to do now is going to be for the earth sign. Okay, earth sign. Right off the bat, I'm getting sirens. I'm getting lights. I'm getting blue lights, red lights, white lights. So I feel like you have something where there's been somebody arrested. It might have been you or someone else. I do feel like it's domestic related. I also feel like I feel like there was a couple of them where they were domestic related, and it was male earth signs that were arrested. But I feel like there's a female earth sign that was arrested, but she was pulled over for something. Uh, there might have been drug paraphernalia or something like that in the vehicle, and you had your child with you, or you have a child or children, and you were going to go get them. So I'm not sure. I feel like maybe you had one child with you and you had to go get the others, or you have your children somewhere and you were going to go get them. But I feel like it wasn't a large amount of whatever. It's like a small amount. And I feel like you've been under a lot of stress and you actually were doing it as a way to relieve some of your stress. The men, it was more about the arguing or something. Um, the I feel like when it comes to the court system for the female, I feel like you need to really watch on who you have helping you, because they're going to try to take your children away from you. So you really have to watch on who your lawyer is, and I feel like you need to go right away to somebody that's a psychologist or something like that, to show the stress that you've been under, and you need to go to a doctor. And you may have back issues as well. The males, I just feel a lot of frustration with you, and you have to really watch and control your temper. And I feel like right now communication isn't going well like you want it to. You want it to go more smoothly, and you need to keep your um, negative thoughts. I know you have a lot of negative thoughts, of course you do, but you need to try to control them. And I want you to try to manifest, like visualize things working out for these people that are going through this. The domestic one, I feel like there's, when it comes to the men, one of them's had the issue twice and the other one's had it once. Now I'm going to keep going here and see what else I get. I am also getting that somebody is looking at property on actually major major property. Like you're looking for the land, you're wanting to build. I feel like this could even be commercial work that's going on here, because I feel like you're putting up several buildings or several houses. So it may be your business altogether, or you are an entrepreneur and you are starting this new business. Um, I feel like it's going to go very well for you. I feel like you need to focus in on something to do with the stock as well. And I feel like you're thinking about adding somebody to the mix to work with you. And I feel like they're going to be a good partner in one way, but I feel like you need to watch them so they don't try to cut corners with you or try to cut corners and getting more money for themselves. I feel like you are trying to be fair and diplomatic with them, and they're really good as far as creating your vision and making it happen. But what they're bad about is that they want to either cut corners somewhere, um, but I feel like it's something to do with more of trying to get more into their pocket. So if they are putting in their money, you just got to make sure you're splitting it evenly, because I feel like you're good at picking location and picking the landscape and all of that, and they're good at seeing the vision um, overall on how everything's going to go or how it's going to work, or uh, and and the money uh, that's going to take for both of you to do this. And I'm trying to pick up what sign they are. I feel like they might be a water sign, or that's a major part in their chart, but I'm not sure. I just feel like for some reason water signs have been very creative lately, and maybe that's who's coming in. And I feel like there's uh, several of you out there that's pregnant right now, and you're doing well. I feel like the one that's having the twins is going to have a rough time with the delivery. So I want you to be praying that your delivery will be okay. I mean, you should be praying anyway that everything goes well. But I want you to pray for you that it won't be so hard on you. And there's also somebody that has a florist business where they're doing the flowers and stuff. And I feel like your business is going to grow. It's going to jump on you, and you're going to have a hard time keeping up with things. So I want you to start planning ahead on making things be more smooth. Like whoever you have, where they're bringing in the shipments, let them know that you have a feeling that it's going to jump on you, and you want to know that they're going to be able to handle it, because that's the big part of it. It's like they may slow you down on getting the product out. And there's another one. I feel like it's just serving businesses. There's another one that's really your business is going to start picking up for your catering business. I'm getting a lot of black cloth and stuff with it. So your business, I just feel like I don't know why I'm getting so much black cloth and everything. Um, but your catering business, I think, is going to do well. But I feel like you're going to have to fire about 2 or 3 people to get it really going, because these people are not working out. And you've been debating on it because they have family, and you they have bills and everything too. um, but I feel like you need to just start saying, I'm giving you this many chances and you're out, letting them know up front. I feel like one might make it and the other two is going to be gone, but you have to do that to keep your business growing. uh, and then there's another one. I think this is just an individual. You work for the transportation system, and I feel like you are going to be retiring. I want you to focus in on making sure your investments are in order to feel comfortable with your retirement. Um, I'm concerned about you having different health issues coming up. So I want you to look at things to help you for your physical being, on putting money back for that, because I feel like you're going to need that. Stuff runs in your family, and it was around the same age that your parents had these issues. So it's right around the time that you're going to retire. You're going to retire, and then you start having these issues. So I want you to be prepared to make it easier on yourself, and you're not stressing about the finances, and you can focus in on your health. And there's another earth sign. You have an algebra class or a math class, and you have a science class on your schedule, and you have a foreign language class. And something about history, some kind of history thing. I can't focus in on what history it is. And you're having trouble with um, two of the classes where they're so close back to back as far as how much time you have to do projects. So I feel like you need to work on your scheduling on time to focus on your studies for those, because those two classes are more difficult for you. The other ones, I feel like you don't have to work so hard for them, and you're trying to keep the balance of working on all of them the same amount of time when you really need to see where you're lacking in focus or study. So you're saying, oh, I'll do this much for this many hours for this one, this many hours for this one. No, you need to look at which one you're lacking in for those two classes and put more time into those and put less time into the other ones. Because those, aren't as hard. And a part of you doesn't want to do those harder ones, but you need to. Or your grades are going to go down, and I feel like you're wanting to stay in a scholarship situation there. You want to stay in that. And let's see. I have another one that's a bodybuilder, and you are going to be going to Arnold, the Arnold Classic. And I feel like you're going to win in your level. And I literally see you on the magazine cover or something. So I want you to keep focusing in on that. I'm trying to see hair color, sorry. This one's a male. I feel like you either have light to like a dark, like a light to a dark brown hair color, like a light, like like a like a caramel color hair to dark. Um, and I do feel like that's a male. I don't know if I said that. Okay, and there's I feel like you are going with the group, or you have a buddy or something. There's in that. Maybe it's the same people you see all the time for your competitions. I'm not sure. But you're going to do very well, and you're going to win it. And I'm getting a blue or blue-green cover, like background. For the magazine. Okay, what else am I getting? Somebody is doing stuff where you are bidding, like at a bidding on merchandise and stuff, and you're overseas. I see unusual shaped boats. Uh, so I don't know if you're like in Asia or China or something. Anyhow, I see these unusual boats or something there, but you're in a bidding war with things, and I feel like you're really doing well. You you really know your stuff. You're you're really making this business grow, and they really support you as well. And the weather, uh, for some reason, I feel like it feels hot, or it feels hot to me or warm to me. And there's unusual smells. I'm getting all these unusual smells. So I don't know if it's India or what it is. But anyhow, I'm getting that. And then, what else am I getting? Let's see if there's anything else. No, I'm going to go with that because I want to go ahead and start your tarot card read. I don't want to be on here forever. Okay. This is for Earth signs. This is for Earth signs. What's going on for Earth signs? And this part is going to be the love read. This is the weekly love read. February's almost done, hun. Okay, Earth signs. Sorry, I'm just kind of moving the cards here. Okay, Earth signs. Somebody has twins and one of them has an ear infection. Okay, Earth signs. Okay, that's too many cards. Sorry. All right. Here we go. Okay, I'm not going to go any further with that. All right. I feel like you're in hermit mode, or sign. I feel like it's probably because some of you are dealing with the justice system and you're kind of closing yourself down. But I want you to understand that you do have somebody here, and they could have water in their chart, or they could have earth in their chart, and you are going to have happiness with them, and you're going to have a good time. So that was pretty simple on that. Now I will show you all the cards, but I want to go ahead and use the romance angel cards here. So let's see what else we got for earth signs. Very simple read, really, with that. Let's see, earth signs. Okay. Okay, that was easy too. All right, you need to have, which it says it all here. I'll let you look at the cards, but you need to have conversation with them, and you're in that hermit mode. But don't worry, things will come clear to you, and uh, you will make a decision very soon with the Justice card here. Um, you feel like there's deception in the relationship, but I'm not seeing it. I feel like if you've been having problems, maybe it's because you're not having that heart to heart conversation like you need to. So you need to be more open with them, and they need to be more open with you, which I do see that coming. And you have the chemistry and you have the trust. So that deception card, I feel like that's more about you just getting to know them more. All right, now I do feel like this is somewhat of a new relationship. Okay, I'll start showing you all the cards. There's more earth, and there is more water here. So, see, no problem. If there was a domestic dispute and you have that justice thing there, maybe this is somebody new coming in if you're leaving that other person. Maybe that person is that deception and you're getting rid of them anyway. So that's why I just don't feel like it's that important. Okay? All right. That was your read, and I just wanted to tell you that I thank every single one of you that has liked, shared, subscribed, hit the bell, and for all your comments. I appreciate it. I like knowing that I am here uh, doing something that you enjoy and you get something out of, or it's a way of helping you anyway, knowing how things are going to go, uh, giving you an opportunity to change things if you want to. And I wish you the best when it comes to love. I feel everybody deserves love in their life. So until next time, have a wonderful day, afternoon, or evening. Bye for now.